This was Minneapolis in 2020. I'm sure you all remember this. I certainly do. I was watching during COVID confinement in my tiny Madrid apartment in absolute awe. This was the city I grew up going to, a city where friends and family had lived. Before 2020, I really didn't care about politics all that much. But ever since then, it seems like it's been near impossible to not be affected by American politics. After 4 years abroad, I was finally able to return to Minneapolis to see the city that many Americans deem as a city that Tim Walz let rioters and looters destroy. What happened was tragic, and I know that if it weren't for the death of George Floyd and the ensuing chaos, Minneapolis would have continued to hide under the radar as one of America's best urban cities. With that being said, I decided to investigate a little bit of where these riots occurred, with boots on the ground, in a place that some people consider a no-go zone in Minneapolis. Some of you might laugh at that sentiment, but you have to remember that the Midwest is a completely rural area where most folks are literally scared of the inner city. Let's head to Lake Street on the south side of Minneapolis to see the city's most multicultural and highest crime-ridden areas. Now we're in the thick of the thick.
If you fear somebody steal your car, don't come over here. If you fear bullet holes.
Definitely there's a lot of shootings recently. That's kind of scary.
Welcome to West Lake Street in Uptown. Now there's actually a lot of cool murals around here and Cybertruck. Yeah. The last time I saw a Cybertruck was in Panama City. I met the mayor of Panama City, coincidentally. That is a nice Cybertruck. Remember, Ameka, we were in LA and we saw like 50 Cybertrucks. I've never seen one up here in these cold states. So in general, Ameka, as we start here in the western part of Lake Street near Uptown, it's safer in general, but as we go east, it turns into a more hot zone. But there's actually a lot of multicultural richness, you could say. There's a lot of good restaurants.
Yeah, it's a pretty like Somali slash, and you go further down, it gets more like Latino. So it's like they have a lot to offer in terms of cultural stuff. Yeah.
Is this a hot zone?
Yeah, it's like a lot of homeless people and stuff. It's nice neighborhoods, but it's more than likely you're gonna hear a lot of ambulance, police officers, shots, a lot of crackheads, a lot of weird people.
So do you guys feel safe here at night, or you wouldn't be out at night?
We wouldn't be out at night,
But in the day, you're fine, walking around as ladies, no problem. What's the craziest thing you guys have seen on the block here?
Somebody getting shot.
You've seen that?
Yes.
One time or many times?
Multiple times. Me personally, I got shot at for no reason over here.
You got shot at?
In a car, yes.
So there's drive-bys?
Yes.
Holy
I got shot in my leg. I was in an Uber over here one time, and it was just a couple days ago actually, and the lady was trying to turn, and the Uber didn't get out of her way, and she started reaching under her seat for her gun and tried to point it at the car, and the Uber driver started going faster.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You have a scar?
Oh yeah, it's right here.
No Are you kidding me? No way. You got shot.
But like it just felt like so much pain, like it was just a lot of pain. She just was screaming. I was screaming.
You were with her?
Yeah, she was there when I got shot.
And it was from a random person?
Yeah, it was me, her, and my sister, and I was just walking.
Just random drive-by?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Are you from Uptown area?
From Chicago, but
Do you live here now?
Yeah, I live here now.
So how does Minneapolis compare to Chicago? Which place do you feel safer in?
Up here.
Up here?
Uptown.
Hell yeah, Minneapolis is pretty nice in general.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, yeah.
Do you feel like the people here in Minneapolis, are they different than people in Chicago?
Yes, they different. Yes, they different.
How do you feel like?
Really weird. Like they cool, but then again they can be weird as shit. So you get a little bit of both. Like you'll never know what you'll get with a motherfucker.
And like growing up in Chicago, do people know like about Minneapolis? Because it's kind of a big city, but it's obviously not
city.
Chicago.
No, it's not Chicago. Nah, it can't. Yeah, they ain't gonna never take home. So yeah, I'm homesick now. So
yeah.
So
how's the safety around here? Is it all right?
It's all right. It ain't nothing but little things around from here to there, but that's safer. It's safer, more safer now.
I actually filmed a video in Little Village and West Garfield, which are in Chicago, which are pretty cool neighborhoods. But I didn't go to the south side too much. Yeah. But yeah, all right, bro. What's your name?
Tay.
Tay?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about living in Minneapolis as opposed to Chicago?
The money, food, the women.
The food's better here?
No, I ain't gonna say that.
Okay,
no,
okay.
I love Chicago food. I can never say. More job opportunities, more to get your feet, business investment, get your feet in, get your feet wet type of thing. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much.
All right, dog. Take care. All right, that was Tay. Take care, bro. Nice people here in Minneapolis. Okay, you brought me to the Packer bar?
Yeah.
I thought we're in Viking territory.
Trying to do that. It just kind of happened.
All right, this bar is a trader bar. Hold on. Oh man, gotta enjoy it before winter comes here.
I know, right?
This is hell on earth during the winter.
You know, actually last winter was actually very tame. It was nice though.
So I got a stout and Emeka got an IPA. Ever since I moved to Spain, I just cannot do domestic American beers. They are so bad.
Me neither, can't do it.
So moving to Europe will change you as far as the beer game goes, but thankfully we've got a lot of craft breweries, and this is the Packer bar. There's a Packer flag over there. A nice scene. Cheers, mate. Emeka, there's a Popeyes, dude. As Carmen would say, chicken skins.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Popeyes with bulletproof glass.
Me neither. Am I in a convenience store right now? Like, what is it?
KFC or Popeyes? Which one's better?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, so I don't eat Popeyes. I eat Church's chicken.
Oh,
I haven't had
They just keep it under the heat.
I haven't had them yet. But I keep hearing it
Church's
good.
chicken. I'm from Atlanta, South Minneapolis, but up here I didn't eat Popeyes in Atlanta. I eat KFC original.
what about Waffle House?
That's like somewhere you eat late at night.
Yeah.
Like Waffle House just gotta be a thug to go in and
Yeah, exactly. No, dude, for real. Like, it's full of fights there all the time. Like, yeah.
Don't be no shootings with them. You get into a fight, though.
Exactly.
We don't be shooting each other. It's like black people love each other. I've been here since 2013. I'm 40 years old.
You're the second person who said that Minneapolis has
Moved
more.
here when I was 29.
Damn.
40.
You look good for 40, man. Yeah.
I fly though. I travel.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like in Atlanta, like it's purely open carry. Everybody guns. If you're a convicted felon and somebody breaks into your house and cross that threshold, you shoot them.
You don't
You're
get
gonna go
charged.
to jail for being a convicted felon in possession of arms. You're gonna beat that as a justified homicide.
Really?
So which one do you like better, the open carry policy or the like they have here in Minneapolis?
Open carry because less people shoot each other because they know everybody got something.
Right, everyone's like on an equal playing field.
The atmosphere is not the same as here.
What does that mean? Like
just people walking up and down the street and just like really, you can't tell them to go to a shelter, you can't tell them nothing. Black people like just look, they got anger with everybody. You can't make black friends here. Like, everybody like just got some animosity type shit.
Yeah, people here are more passive aggressive too.
Black people are together, bro. It's a different fucking place. But I live here for work.
They're gonna get that attention away from you. Or not grab that attention. You say I wouldn't walk this way or that way without somebody or without knowing somebody. That's just a fear.
So just be confident.
It's mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, people play off of how you play off of mental.
Yeah.
We actually conjure these things to happen to us when we think about them. So
Right, you allow it to happen by how you carry yourself. So
man, like, come on, man. Like, I don't be like, oh, I can't go here, I can't
no,
go
but
there.
I'm excited. I like it. I like it.
You just gotta have that confidence because people can smell it like a dog.
Yeah.
Fear is a disease.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Fear is an illness, man.
Yeah.
You don't experience the real reason why you're here until you get rid of that fear. Put it that way. People don't realize it's always been the media and gossip.
Exactly.
Gossip
You're right.
and rumors.
Yeah.
It's always been that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You have to seek for yourself.
The words of wisdom from Eric and Popeyes.
Oh, you been recording the whole time?
Yeah, bro. But I got the authentic reaction, dude.
Hey, that's dope.
That's what's up. Eric, what's your TikTok?
Pody Facts, the real Pody Facts. Right now I'm on the south side, in the jungle.
In the jungle, into the jungle. So which place is better to live, south side or north side, Minneapolis?
Ooh. Well, I don't have no fear. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There's really no difference. It depends on how much fear you got. If you fear somebody to steal your car, don't come over here.
For an average
Don't
American
come over here.
who's fearful.
You fear
Yeah.
bullet holes and shit.
Yeah.
Don't go over there.
Chicken skins.
Yeah, okay, calm down, Cartman. No, you went easy.
So if I'm Cartman, what are you, Mr. Chef?
Yeah. Hey kids, I'm Chef. Whatever. God damn it, I don't want your 350. Whatever you say.
Wow, that was the nicest Popeyes I've ever been to. In fact, when I used to live in Milwaukee, I would go to the north side off of Capitol Drive, represent Capitol Drive north side, and get some Popeyes chicken. But that was by far the best one I've been to. Very well kept.
So funny you're saying that about Popeyes, man.
Yeah, gotta get your Popeyes.
That's the best one.
Okay. That was the best Popeyes I've been to, man.
Okay.
Give us some credit. Look at that, broken glass.
Yeah. This is pretty new because like before I lived in this area, this was all under construction and it was like almost like an abandoned like warehouse. But then they kind of like renovated it and changed it into this like new Somali mall place. So it's like a lot cooler now.
It's true that Minneapolis is home to what's called Little Mogadishu, right?
Yeah.
But that's like on the east side, right, bro? Little Mogadishu, that's over in Cedar Avenue, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you Somalian?
Yeah, Somali.
What's it like living in Minneapolis? You like it?
It's home.
It's home?
Yep.
Where's your favorite place to hang out?
Here.
Right here?
Yes, sir.
At the Somali, wow, the Somalia Mall.
It's a Carmel mall.
All right, take care, man. Oh, wow, what happened here, dude? What do you think what that was?
Probably not a bullet.
If you're in Minneapolis, come to the Carmel Mall of Somalia. Nice place.
It's pretty new, actually.
How are you guys? Whoa. Have a nice day. Damn, I feel like I'm in Somalia, literally, dude.
Dude, this is
crazy.
I told you, man. Like, yeah.
And what's interesting about the United States is there's always like a little Mexico, a little Puerto Rico, a little Dominican Republic. Here in Minneapolis, there's a little Somalia, literally.
We're the melting pot, but see, we have something a little extra. See, like other cities don't really have a Somali population like we do here. Like that area is pretty much Mogadishu, so it's like, you know, we get a little extra culturalism here.
Multiculturalism at its finest. Actually, check this out. This is a Somali shop. This is like the traditional clothing of Somali women, it looks like. In the early 1990s, there was obviously a lot of political strife and there was war. If you've seen the movie Black Hawk Down, that takes place in Mogadishu. And Minneapolis was one of the cities that took in many refugees, and so they've been here for now over 30 years. White Castle.
What was White Castle?
This is gonna be KFC.
Yeah.
Was this place burned down during the riots, or what happened?
It got like a little vandalized, but it wasn't burned down. No. Everything down there, like towards the Target, that's where things got burnt and like looted big time.
While filming for my Spanish channel, we briefly walked through this area known as George Floyd Square. It was unique, almost like a tourist attraction at this point. Not only does this serve as a remembrance to police brutality, but it also reminds us that when chaos unfolds, that anarchy and vandalism takes over, as seen here. At first glance, the surrounding area seems like a very nice Minneapolis neighborhood called Phillips, but if you look at the crime reports, all the shootings happen here.
Whoa, and right here used to be a Kmart, and that Kmart was like literally like probably the last Kmart in the whole United States, and then it finally went down after long. So now
why did it go down though?
Because Kmart was a bullshit company, and then they also went out of business. You know, they went out of business, you know, nationwide.
Yeah, hold on.
For some reason, this one staying up.
Hola. ¿Hablas español y inglés? ¿Qué tenemos acá? ¿Qué estás haciendo? I'm making a video for YouTube.
No.
No? Vale. All right. Take care. All right. We have a homeless area here.
Doesn't this look like Skid Row a little bit though?
Nah, dude, Skid Row's like...
No, but okay, like the whole
way
vibe
bigger.
with like the tents and everything and like the people on the street. Like,
yeah, but wasn't there a time in Minneapolis where there was a lot of, like a homeless crisis, so to speak? Watch out, there's some sort of shit here.
It's still here. It's still here. Like,
but there was a lot of homeless people here on Lake Street maybe a year ago.
They probably moved them somewhere else. Like, cause I know down there's more of them on that side.
And what you guys got to remember is some of these areas, although it doesn't seem like it, they're like the backyard of a lot of these homes. Now we have a Kmart lot that's...
Yeah, like there was literally a Kmart, but then it got super vandalized, like literally graffiti over the whole building.
Yeah.
It looked like complete shit.
Well, like I said, it doesn't look like it, but this is actually like, you know, the backyard on each side of the street here. So you think, well, what's the problem if homeless people live here? It's kind of complex, it's complicated, but yeah, there's kids that go through here for school, and parents argue, you know, you shouldn't have your kids have to witness this. Places like a Skid Row, or in this case, Lake Street, brings to the community. So it's not an easy solution. Hi, how are you doing? Good. Do you live here in Lake Street? This used to be like a homeless encampment in this area, or?
No speak English.
Ah, hablas español entonces.
Sí, español sí.
¿De dónde eres?
México.
Eres mexicano.
Ajá.
Han llegado muchos ecuatorianos.
¿Me estás grabando?
Sí, está bien. Estoy haciendo un documental para YouTube.
Ajá.
No es nada
¿De qué
malo.
se trata?
Conociendo los barrios. De hecho, voy a Tijuana mañana. Me gusta conocer la gente y estoy haciendo un reportaje sobre el barrio o la calle Lake, ¿no?
Sí, yo
Lake
soy
Street.
de este barrio.
Eso siempre ha sido un barrio mexicano desde hace muchos años, ¿verdad?
Muchísimos años. Todo el South.
¿Y ha cambiado mucho tras los años o...?
Sí, lamentablemente, pues que los hispanos los han ido deportando.
¿Tienes conocidos que se han deportado a México, por ejemplo?
Oh, sí, muchos compañeros de trabajo que ya no están.
¿Cuál es una razón por las que deporten una persona de Centroamérica, por ejemplo?
Pues de que cometan crímenes, delitos. Si no hay documentación en regla, eso hace que los deporten más rápidamente.
Los últimos años han llegado miles de ecuatorianos.
Pero vienen con documentación amparada, con trámites de asilo, de visas.
Realmente ellos llegaron con suerte porque dependiendo del presidente, ¿verdad? Pues llegan al momento indicado y dejan que entran.
Que la frontera estaba casi
en 2022, 2023.
Era demasiado la entrada, pues muchos entraron legal y otros ilegalmente.
¿Y tú como inmigrante mexicano, cómo te han tratado acá en general?
No, a mí perfectamente muy bien.
¿Qué es la cosa que más extrañas de México?
La comida.
La comida.
Y la familia.
Enchilar y la familia. Bueno.
Hay muchas cosas buenas allá, pero acá hay también muchas oportunidades.
¿Tienes una opinión sobre el gobernador Tim Walz o sabes mucho del político aquí? O...
Muy buena política, muy buenas reglas y normas dentro del estado. Vamos por Kamala Harris. Pienso que tiene una línea más de apoyo a las personas, a la ciudadanía en general. Esperemos que este año, ahora sí, traten de bajar la inflación para que nos beneficien a todos.
Ruben, Elliot.
Mucho gusto.
That was Ruben from Mexico. Very nice guy. Looks like he was going to the gym or something.
Yeah, he looked pretty fit.
But we're gonna go to this little strip mall here. I want to show you guys the state of a store such as Dollar Tree. How are the stores and the services in a place that's, some would say, marginal in Minneapolis? Let's go check it out. So this is the Dollar Tree. We were actually here. Look at, they're hiring. I wonder if they require papers or not. You'd be surprised. It's actually quite easy to get work under the table in the United States in general, but it really depends on who you know. So if you're an immigrant and you don't know English or you don't have contacts that are already living here, it's gonna be difficult. And so yeah, this Dollar Tree here, honestly, in a sad state of affairs. Not only do they have shortages of employees, but the shelves don't seem stocked. One thing that happens in these areas is that people literally have less access to certain foods or
just quality items.
In
general, yeah.
If people are making the bare amount of money, they're going to come to Dollar General and get frozen food or processed food.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that
all processed, nothing fresh here.
That's one thing that, frankly, the United States is absolutely horrific in.
Yeah, a big epidemic that's been around for years, but it's gotten worse over time.
I mean, like in Latin America, in the poorest of poorest places in Latin America, you still can get fresh fruits, fresh vegetables.
Yeah, like a marketplace, but they don't really have that here.
It is horrible in the United States.
I mean, we have the farmers market here, but you have to have money to do that.
Or Whole Foods, or even just like healthy foods in general.
The last time was a disaster. Like, I mean, it seems like they kind of did a job and like actually kept some things clean, but.
Cause I ain't got really much good to say about lakes.
Like, how do you feel about Lake Street in general?
Ha!
That says a lot. Okay.
Well,
it was pretty bad in '73 too.
Oh, you were living here in 1973.
Yeah, I was living here from the second I was hatched.
So you've been here your whole life?
Yep.
So
over 69 years.
Wow, 69, good number. So how has it changed from when you were a little girl to now in 2024? Or has it always been like this?
At times it was worse.
Really? Like during...
Like my son, when he was 9 or 10 years old, he saw a couple of drive-by shootings.
Are there still shootings going on in this area nowadays, or not really?
At some campsites, people just shooting each other up. They get mad and calm. Because since George Floyd got killed and the fires and yeah.
At the time, I didn't know Lake Street was a meeting point for asylum seekers from Ecuador. What caught my attention is that these guys didn't appear to be the immigrants getting free handouts in hotels like we've seen in New York City or Chicago or Denver.
Luis? Carlos, un placer. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevan en Minneapolis?
6 meses.
¿Y qué tal ha ido?
Por ahí, más o menos.
¿Diariamente hay trabajo o no? ¿Qué extrañas de tu país? ¿Nada?
Nada. A mi familia.
¿Tu familia?
Luis and Carlos here explained to us that they had fled Ecuador before crossing the treacherous Darien Gap between Panama and Colombia, before eventually hiking their way up and crossing into the United States. They then said that they got a paid flight to Minneapolis, but they hadn't gotten any government help since, and they weren't aware if it existed or not.
Por eso
Venimos
cuando...
a trabajar.
Claro.
Mira, bótate, ñaño. Corre, corre, corre.
Ay, mira, eso es...
Ay, madre mía.
No, es el carro que llevan a ellos a trabajar. Mira, buscando trabajo, amigo.
Sí, por eso, bueno.
De working.
No, ¿usted está buscando trabajo también? Bueno, lamento, yo no sé nada, yo no conozco Minneapolis. Dale
Sí, a él.
a tu amigo, ¿vale?
Sí, vale, amigo.
Es comida.
Gracias.
Sí.
Te agradezco
Vale,
mucho.
hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Chao, gracias, chavales.
Oh,
Take it right, bro.
yeah, you can ask him for something.
Get out of here, get out of here. Hasta luego. Hey, Dios te cuide. Ciao. You guys, the Ecuadorians, honestly, they're very, I don't know, deflated. That's the word. They sit around here waiting for any sort of work. Carpenters, construction. They hold out their drill and they're literally looking for any work. And what's the problem? Well, when you don't have papers, that opens everything up for exploitation. So it's really a sad situation, and that's kind of what a black market does. We're gonna go check out this nice metro stop. This is 35 West. To the naked eye, it looks really, really nice. But anyone from Minneapolis knows that this is truthfully not the best of areas. So in theory, this public transport should work, but Americans just don't use public transport. And I say that with confidence because when you live in Europe, public transport is literally something that everyone, all classes take. In the United States, it's an absolute disaster. But it's really nice in here. It's nice and air conditioned. It does smell like piss a little bit.
That or some very cheap cleaner.
Let's go check out the public transport in Minneapolis. So it's a big, massive like station.
For buses.
Well, I guess it connects the highway, right?
Yeah.
No one's using it. Literally, there's no one here.
Yeah. In Europe, I know this might be empty in Europe for sure.
Last night I was looking at the buses here. We're literally empty, so it's like no one's taking the buses. So like I don't know what the solution is to a car-centric country to implement safe public transportation. It's just a problem that's so far gone. LA, don't get me started. That was the worst metro I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely, completely empty. Hola, buenas. Hay policía, pero hay tiroteos o balaceras.
No sirve la policía.
La policía no ayuda.
No sirve.
La policía no sirve acá.
No.
Dame.
Aunque se están peleando, no, hay deja que se mate la gente, él se va.
Very nice Mexicans there. But yeah, the Mexicans, they said, bro, that it's not safe here. They said the police don't do jack shit here.
Oh, but they're always here though.
They're always here patrolling. Maybe they said there's a shootout and then the criminals escape. I don't know what's actually going on around here because this is my second time here. Let me know in the comments what actually goes on Lake Street. ¿Y qué tal ese trayecto? ¿Qué te impactó de ese trayecto?
Mucho peligro, pues el camino es muy difícil, pero bueno, gracias a Dios logramos salir de esa selva que es un agujero.
¿Cómo llegaste a Minneapolis, por ejemplo? Porque esa ciudad hace mucho frío. Me da curiosidad cómo llegan ecuatorianos acá.
Ajá, pues de México compramos los vuelos hasta acá. Desde Tijuana a Minneapolis.
¿Qué tal ha ido el trabajo aquí, por ejemplo?
No ha sido un poco escaso, no he tenido trabajo regular, pero bueno, ahí vamos. Comida, hay muchos beneficios.
¿Hay albergues o...?
Sí, hay albergues.
¿Tienes
sí.
una casa con tu familia o cómo va?
No, vivo independiente, pues, y estoy viviendo ahí en un estudio.
¿Y antes en Ecuador a qué te dedicaste? Porque te ves todo arreglado, limpio, educado.
Sí, en Ecuador yo tenía mi propia empresa, vendía lo que es celulares. Mi empresa de licorería, tenía mi licor. Mente hoy los últimos gobiernos han hecho pues que en Ecuador haya mucha migración.
Sí, porque hay como un narcoestado y un...
Las mafias
sí.
se han apoderado de los políticos y ahora...
Están camino a Venezuela, por ejemplo.
Igualito. O peor. Vista de eso, pues tuve que salir por la extorsión, el secuestro, el robo.
Bueno, me alegro que estés sano y tienes una oportunidad para echar para adelante. Así que, ¿cómo se llama usted?
Manuel.
Manuel. So, you see, you guys, this recent wave of immigration, the Ecuadorians and previously the Venezuelans, many of them that immigrated were college educated. They were bachelors, masters, even PhDs, fleeing from communism, from socialism, from narco states, most notably Venezuela. In the 20th century, it was Cuba. And of course, they come here looking for a better opportunity. And I don't really blame immigrants. It's not their fault. We can't comprehend what they've been through. The crisis that we've had in the United States is due to the corrupt politicians in Latin America and the corrupt politicians in the United States. We can't handle tens of thousands of immigrants because the social services get overwhelmed. Here comes the ambulance. Now we're in the thick of the thick. Well, what some people in Minnesota would deem to be the worst of the worst, but we feel pretty good here. Hola, ¿cómo estamos? ¿Hablas inglés? ¿Quieres salir para YouTube o estás bien? Vale. Venga, hermano. Yeah. Very little English spoken in this part. Obviously, if you speak Spanish, there's plenty of work for you. Buenas, ¿cómo estamos? Bien. So thousands of Ecuadorians have arrived to somehow Minnesota. I don't know exactly why they choose Minnesota, but basically when one immigrant arrives here, the family works really hard, they suffer, then the next generation reaps the benefits, and that's usually what happens. Immigrants go where they already have a community. Buenas, ¿cómo estamos?
We've kind of been a hotspot for immigrants for a while.
Which is why this is Little Somalia. So I want to show you the melting pot that is Lake Street. So we saw the Muslim Somalian apparel, which obviously you cover, you know, most of your body. And here we have the Latino apparel with a picture of Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic.
Well, I mean, Latin America is interesting because it's like hell and heaven in the same place.
Kind of like Los Angeles.
You have all these places, for example, red light districts, strip clubs, brothels, right next to a church. And that's pretty common in Latin America. United States, we're not quite used to that, but yeah, so we're right before the Midtown area. This area is definitely rough around the edges. Very few people walking here. And I don't know what it is about the United States. Like, some of these places just have this eerie feeling. I don't know. Like, you just don't know whose block you're stepping on. This is Chicago and Lake.
Pretty much from here on down is where all like the real looting and like unrest was and just riots.
Chicago liquor store.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be here at 1 a.m. but hey, this is where you get your liquor in the hood.
Yeah. Around 8 or 9 is kind of where you see a lot of people hanging around here.
Hey, bro, let's go.
Here we are looking for anywhere to grab a beer in either Midtown or a local bar. We realized we forgot our ID, so we couldn't get a beer in spite of our obvious age. And yeah, you guys, I get it. Rules are rules, but isn't it ironic that you can buy fentanyl here in the open and everyone knows it's happening, but you can't get a beer? It seems like things in the US are completely backwards these days.
What's your name?
Lexi.
How have things been since the riots happened, for example?
Oh yeah, well, things aren't back to normal, but it's getting better.
You from this area?
Yeah. Well, I'm from North Minneapolis.
Oh, you're from North Minneapolis? Is fentanyl a problem around here in Minneapolis or not really?
Yeah, no, it's a problem.
Like most drugs are laced with fentanyl, or would you avoid, like, what would you say?
I wouldn't say laced with fentanyl, just people buy fentanyl straight up.
Why would someone buy fentanyl straight up versus like heroin or another drug, like pills?
You can't really find heroin anymore.
You can't find heroin?
They don't really sell it over here anymore.
So heroin used to be around here, but now it's just all fentanyl.
Yeah.
Have you lost any friends because of that?
Yeah, quite a few. So, well, not actually no close friends, but people I've known, you know.
And what about your parents or your family? Do they know you're around here, or?
Yeah, I mean, some of them use fentanyl too.
Okay, so that's how you got into it, or? No,
just some friends. I mean, I did the blue pills, and I didn't know they were fentanyl when I started using them. Well, yeah. I just didn't even know what it was. So.
Do you feel safe around here, or?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Except for there's a lot of shootings recently. That's kind of scary.
There's a lot of shootings. Why are there like shootings? Like, what would cause a shooting, for example?
Guns.
Yeah, guns, but like disputes, like maybe people owe someone money, or why would someone shoot someone around here?
That's a good question. I have no idea why people shoot.
What areas of this area, the street, have the shootings at? Like
all over, man.
Hey, where do you see yourself in 5-10 years?
More financially stable.
I hope everything works out.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. There's just a strange vibe in this area. This place has a story. What is the story?
Dude,
did this person?
It's probably people who died.
Yeah, did this person get killed here? Wow. Maybe this house was shot up.
Yeah, it's probably a memorial for someone. I don't know. I'm not saying here.
But I've seen the part of. There was human poop.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
There's human poop back there. You got to remember that the riots here in 2020, there was so much damage done that it was the second most expensive cleanup or damage done since the riots in LA in the early 90s with Rodney King. And so Minneapolis was really never on the map for anything. But you guys, like, let's be completely honest, Minneapolis, St. Paul are two wonderful cities. We can compare them to the Rust Belt cities, St. Louis. It is night and day better, but yeah, every city has a rough area, and this is precisely the rough area of South Minneapolis. Shoes on the power line. Usually that means drug selling point. I wouldn't want to go down one of these alleyways late in the evening or early in the morning. In fact, if you look on the police reports or the crime reports, there's a map of shootings in Minneapolis, and the vast majority of shootings happen right in this area or North Minneapolis. Yeah, sun's going down here. It's time to get the hell out of here. Wow.
So
yeah, What's up?
What are you guys recording for?
No, we're just making a video about Lake Street.
Hi.
So,
Okay.
how long have you ladies lived here?
Past 25 years.
So you were born and raised here?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about Minneapolis, Lake Street area, and your least favorite thing?
The way the Somalis like get together as a group.
So do you guys speak Somalian at home or English?
Somali and English.
Kind of like Spanglish, Spanish English, Somali English. So what do you want people who aren't familiar, like think of rural Minnesota, rural Wisconsin, what do you want them to know about the Somali community? Because most people honestly don't know anything about the Somali community. They just know that there's a population here and that's about it.
We're a very welcoming community, and we like get together on anything, and then we like just get along.
Have you ever been to Somalia?
No, I haven't.
Do you want to go to your parents' home country and see it?
Yeah, sometime soon.
Yo, like Hannah Omar as like the congresswoman.
Yeah.
Do you like her policies, like what she's trying to like do for
Yeah, I
Minnesota and stuff?
I like how she's making changes and especially adding like Somali's inputs on it.
Okay, all right.
For sure. You feel represented is what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All right, I like this part, you guys. Let's be honest. This part of Lake Street is kicking, man. I like this part.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
As you can see, people come up and talk to us. Let's take a walk through the market.
Yeah.
We barely featured the Somalian part, so let's do a feature and show the Somalian community. I would love to go to Somaliland. I don't know if you can go to Mogadishu as an American. It might be difficult. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Very nice new building. Lots of Somali food. We have tea, halal.
We have Somali tea.
Yes.
Somali food.
How much is tea?
$3.
Huh?
$4.
$5 for tea? Four? Yeah. No film? No. I just showed the market, okay? Bye bye. Alhamdulillah. Hello. Wow. Alhamdulillah. Honestly, I like this. It's like Mogadishu in real life. Bye. Wow. It actually really smells good. It smells really good in here. Yeah, samosa. It smells like samosas.
Or sambusa. There's like 2 words for it. Yeah.
So Mecca, I think we got to make a trip to Africa. Your parents are from Nigeria.
But they're West African. This is East Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what's the main difference between East and West Africa?
East Africa is a little more Muslim. Way more Muslim. And West, I don't know, like East Africa, you know, they're kind of...
West Africa's more Muslim.
No, East Africa's more Muslim. West Africa's more Catholic. Like you, especially Nigeria, where my dad's from. I'm not sure about Ghana and like Cambodia, like Cameroon, those places. But I also feel like, you know, people look a little different on the East and the West. Like the people in the East Africa kind of seem more you know, like slender, you know, have like more sharper features.
Yeah.
And over in West Africa.
It's interesting because you wonder, if you're a Somali and you grow up in the United States, obviously you have to absorb some American culture and like freedom, right?
Yeah.
Let's go outside. Basalama. Adios. Bye. I don't know. I was just speaking Arabic. I don't know if they understood.
Adios, dude. Like they're not Spanish.
I'm in Spanish and Arabic speaking mode from Morocco. Yeah. So anyways, you have to wonder, if you're Somali and you grow up here, how much does your religion play an influence into the way that you're socialized versus completely assimilating? They say that it takes 2 to 3 generations to assimilate. I think on one hand it is cool that they maintain their culture, but I have heard that in some parts of Minneapolis, like the school system, there's been problems with integration.
The younger generation, like the Gen Z and maybe even some like the millennials, they've assimilated, but the religious aspect, because their parents are religious, so that kind of was brought down on them.
Right.
So like,
and then like
it's kind of maybe held them back to like fully assimilate. They kind of kept that and a little culture.
So we've been walking around Lake Street. We've met a lot of good people. Everyone keeps saying that it's dangerous, be careful, but we haven't found shit. So like, what do you guys have to say about Lake Street, this area?
I'll say ain't dark yet.
It ain't dark?
It ain't dark enough yet.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Lake Street smooth. I ain't gonna lie. This definitely a smooth community. You know what I'm saying? But as far as all the, you know, the other shit, you know, shit going on everywhere.
It's like more dangerous down there. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. If you mind your own business and you just are confident. Yeah, that's beat up. There was an accident. What do you want people that aren't from Minneapolis, like maybe anyone from the United States, what do you want them to know about your city in this area?
We get a lot of money in this city. A lot of money.
So that's what we've heard. We've heard that there's jobs to be.
It's black people out here, man. Don't get it confused, man. They say we nice out here, man, but that too. But hey, we got black people in Minnesota, man. Minneapolis, bro. That's what it is.
How do you guys get along with the Somali community?
They do their thing, we do our thing, but
that makes
it
sense.
depends. You might meet a couple that's cool,
Right,
you know, migrate, but they stick together. We need more people like Somalians.
What about the Latino people, the Mexicans? Same way.
They stick together. I need a Latino. If you out there, you know,
a Latina mamacita.
Yeah, we got a
Big
lot of
Trick on
minorities out here.
Have me on Facebook.
Would you say that the Somalis are welcoming people? No?
It's hard to say,
They
bro.
talk
It's
shit
hard
about
to
you in
say,
your
bro.
face.
Yeah, it's hard to say, bro.
You ain't understand what they saying, but they talking shit about you right there.
During the riots, what do you guys remember most about the riots here? Did you guys experience that?
Yeah.
Burning down.
Yeah, dude, I was there when it happened.
Yeah,
I saw it burning right in front of my eyes. I was like, this is crazy.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was dope, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah.
dope because it showed some rebellious shit about time, you know?
And all the
People don't
stores,
stick together
man.
like they did that.
The
All
Target
the stores empty, ran through.
The
all
Target,
the
like-
stores, man, ran through.
Yeah, dude, the fact that it came back, I can't believe it, because that shit went completely to hell.
Flooded,
Completely to hell. On fire,
Burned.
everything destroyed.
They
I'm like,
had the police station at the fire department for like
yeah.
6 months.
Can I ask how old you guys are?
27.
27?
Yep.
All right. In 5 years, no, let's put it 3 years, when you're 30, where do you guys see yourselves?
I plan on owning about 3 businesses. I got a clothing line right now.
Dude, you got swag. You guys got swag.
Hey, I'm gonna be out of this state, man. That's what I'm gonna say.
Definitely
3 years out of Minnesota. Somewhere closer to like Phoenix, man.
A warm place.
Yeah, we going closer to the
Like these southern people, like in LA or Florida, like they have no idea what you guys go through up here.
I actually
real
I just went to
blizzards,
Houston.
bro.
Yeah,
I
real
just had
blizzards, yeah.
It was decent out there. They
Appreciate you guys' feedback. Take care. Lake Street, Minneapolis isn't as dangerous as you might hear. It's a fun place as long as you go with respect. Like anywhere, you should have a good time. Of course, filming is a different thing. Good night, homies.
Hell yeah.
Take care. And there's a lot of Latinos here. It is so vastly different from the rest of Minnesota and the Midwest for that matter. So going to Tijuana tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adventure Elliot peacing out from West Lake Street, Southside Minneapolis. Good night, everybody.